What's going on, guys? Iamfallfromgrace. We asked you guys on Twitter which PUBG map do you have the most difficulty on and what makes it tricky. Sunup came in first with 31% and Miramar a close second with 29%. My hot take on winning a game on Sunup is to really pay attention to the zones. I tend to ride the edge of it. For me, the benefits is because you only have to worry about 180 degrees in front of you. I'm quite fond of the map. There's tuk-tuks, there's bike jumps, there's a lot of good stuff happening.
I'm kritikalmotion from the Chiefs Esports Club. Miramar was voted really highly, and this makes a lot of sense because the map is really big and requires a lot of map knowledge. I think to do well in Miramar, you need to know when to drive and when to play on foot, as there's a lot of cover on the map that lets you run around and avoid using vehicles.
Candy is probably the map that I struggle the most with because I have the least amount of playtime on it, and it can be really hard because of the footsteps in the snow. People can track you if they're a good player. And not surprisingly, Erangel came in last as the most difficult map in PUBG. It's the original map, it's one that everyone is very familiar with, and the new reskin makes it look really beautiful.
My favourite place to drop on Erangel is Prison. I think it has one of the most fun early game experiences in PUBG. My tip for mastering Erangel is knowing when to choose a strong compound that might just get you the chicken dinner. Next question was, which weapon combo is your favourite in PUBG? The number one response was the M4, which isn't surprising to me at all, because I think it's one of the best weapons in the game, but also very easy to use. I actually prefer the AK at the moment. I think the AK feels more comfortable in close range combat. And you don't really need the long range with it if you have a good backup gun. Another tweet we got was bolt action plus MK14 full auto with 6x scope on both. This is definitely a good player because I 100% agree, and it's probably my favourite loadout in the entire game. The MK14 is my favourite gun in PUBG, and it can be used at long range and also at close range. It has the highest DPS in the game.
Something to also take into account is the crate weapons. If I had my choice with a crate weapon, I'd go for the AWM. It is a one-shot headshot on a level 3 helmet, so if you line up that shot and you hit it, you've got it down. One of the replies here in the comments says a level 3 backpack so I can hold lots of meds and ammo for my friends when I inevitably die. Every good team needs a medic, and that is someone that you want to have on your team. They're going to be able to hold a lot of painkillers, energy drinks, and first aids. We asked you guys on Twitter in PUBG, do you play solos, duos, or squads, and why? Coming in first with 40% is squads, and solos in a close second with 38%. For me personally, I mostly play solos. I really enjoy the thrill of the kill and knowing that when I knock somebody down, they're not getting revived.
In the comments you said, I used to play solo squads simply because of how satisfying a squad wipe is. I completely agree because wiping an entire squad on your own is one of the most challenging and rewarding things you can do in PUBG. I think if you're trying to get better at solos and want to actually learn the game more, you probably shouldn't hot drop and maybe try dropping a bit safer and get some gear first before taking on the other players.
A really good reasoning here in the comments about why squads is the winner. A 4-man rotation towards a safe zone requires a lot of communication and can't be underestimated. There's a reason why squads is played by the professional league. It requires a lot of communication, it requires a really tight-knit team to take out the win. Coming in at last with 22% is duos. I have one friend that I play with and we always go into 2-man squads because you get more kills, you get more loot, it's a lot more fast paced, and it keeps you on your toes because when you take down 2 people, there's still 2 more left on the team. Iamfallfromgrace, and this is our response.